Somewhere in Solo Salou.
Anything to eat during your visit? Yeah, I like to have a turquoise pizza with a glass of goose juice, please. Excellent choice. Oh, you also got a video call. Thank you.
Good morning, Mad Hair Patrick. I know you're on your getaway vacation, but I have some news that could take away everything fun and relaxing.
Really? What's the sitch?
A few days ago, Agent Bart has received intel that the mad pianist, Dr. Terwilliger, has built an enchanted piano. With this invention, he plots to hypnotize everyone on Earth to play nothing but piano against their will. No rest, playtimes, or anything.
What is he going to gain from all of this?
He is plotting to conduct the biggest piano concert in the galaxy, where he'll feel much more appreciated for his work, every day, non-stop. We must stop him from enslaving everyone over his own music.
Got it. How do I get there?
I rented an undercover car to send you to your destination. Inside, you will find a gadget from Professor Quackaroo. It's a pitch recorder, capable of making the highest pitch unimaginable. And don't forget about your other assignment with green eggs and ham. Any questions?
No, I'm in there like swimwear.
Good. Marvin, out.
I may not get my pizza from my last visit, but I might as well go for seconds on green eggs and ham. Yes, Sam and Guy have returned with a new course meal. If you guys might recall, I ended up liking the Green Eggs and Ham series on Netflix. The animation was amazing, the characters were likable, and it stays true to the original book's message of trying something new. However, making a sequel to the book is quite a heavy risk since there was never a Green Eggs and Ham book sequel in the Dr. Seuss lineup. There are sequels to Cat in the Hat and Horton, but no additional adventures of Sam and Guy, unless you count the Jim Henson series. Anyways, I hope you save room for dessert because I'm going to give this second season a try. Welcome to another episode of The Wonder Reviews. Let's head back to the kitchen for another recipe. This is Green Eggs and Ham, the second serving. It picks up from the finale where Sam I Am and Guy Am I go to East Philadelphia to find Sam's mom. They found her, and she's actually a spy that's on a mission to retrieve a dangerous nuclear bomb called the Moo Laka Moo. While that's going on, there's a war between the Ukes and the Zooks, and if the bomb gets into the wrong hands, it can wipe out all civilizations. So Sam has to team up with his mom as a spy to find the Moo Laka Moo while Guy and EB uncover the truth behind the Ukes and the Zooks battle. Well, it's a good time as any that this season is actually a loose adaptation of another Dr. Seuss story, the Butter Battle book. Published on January 12, 1984, it's an anti-war story where the grandfather Uke tries to keep the Zooks on the opposite side of the stone wall. The reason for this fighting is because one side like to butter their bread up and the other butters the side down. But when one of the Zooks slingshot the grandpa's defense weapon, they retaliate back and forth by attaining new and bigger weapons to outgrow and outwit the other. The bigger the weapons, the more powerful, dangerous, and more likely they can destroy humanity on both sides. No winners, only losers. The book is meant as a commentary of the arms arc during the Cold War era to spread the message of stopping nuclear wars. And believe it or not, there was a full anime adaptation of the book in 1989 and it was directed by Ralph Bakshi. Because if he says Wizards is his first family film he directed, then he's qualified to do a Dr. Seuss short. In fact, before Dr. Seuss died, he called Bakshi's short the most faithful adaptation of his work. So this season decided to do the Butter Battle's message of ending nuclear warfare. I will say right now that the story doesn't follow the same structure from the original book, with the whole spy genre and have Sam and Guy in the picture instead of the Grandpa Uke and the other Zook. But just like last season, it still captures the book's message. The biggest reason with that would lie in the world building. They actually flesh out the two kingdoms, Yukia and Zukia, that they're not so different from each other after all, besides buttering bread. With episodes like Golden Guy and To Yukia with Love, they show the perspective of both the Ukes and the Zooks and history on how this battle started. If any of this was part of the book, I still think this is how the story would go. But then there are the two side plots with Sam helping his mother on the spy mission and Guy living in Zukia with EB. I know what you're thinking, the spy genre in Green Eggs and Ham is going to get the Cars 2 treatment. No, that is not the case. And there were some continuities from last season with the spy elements like Sam stealing the trigger wrap from the first ever episode. The side plot primarily focuses on Sam being reunited with his mom and hoping he can get her to make Green Eggs and Ham as he remembers by helping her get the Moo Laka Moo back. The other side story is about Guy, who is trying to be a good inventor and stepfather to EB while she uncovers the truth about the two kingdoms and tries to stop the war by having them be together. Both of these stories still tie into the season's premise together as it focuses on the theme of family and the goal to end the butter battle. There are still some jokes in this season like last time, and I end up laughing at some of them. I'll admit there were some that didn't work, and sadly there aren't any other Dr. Seuss references like they did in season 1, but with the slapstick, facial expression, visual gags, and fourth wall jokes, the humor is still funny. If there is one thing that season 2 did stay true to the original Green Eggs and Ham message, it does give us something new from our favorite characters. Thanks to the performances, both reprised and debuted, they are still likable. Out of everyone in the whole cast, Sam and Guy are the ones that got the biggest developments. Sam I Am is still the optimistic man that wants to find his mom and get some green eggs and ham like she used to make. Even if there were doubts of who she really is, he still believes that she does love and care about him. With Guy and I, he's now married to Michelle and has taken the role as the responsible stepfather to EB, but he's also trying to make an invention that doesn't blow up when he volunteers to work at the Zuhia's invention lab. EB did get some development like she did last time, but she's made more who the kids can relate to when watching the series, since she does believe the Ukes and Zooks aren't really bad people. Michelle doesn't appear that much until the big reveal in Yukiya with Love and the Mom Who Loved Me, and Gluntz, who's now a full-time agent for the bad guys, which was a good guys organization, only appears at the beginning and end of the season for the sake of a joke. With the new characters, there's Pam I Am, Sam's mom who works as a spy that's on a mission to retrieve the Moo with some help from Sam. At one point, she did care about her son, but the reason why she left him does make sense. With their reunion, at first she wasn't on board and having Sam by her side, but as the series continues, Sam does learn how to become a good spy, while Pam learns how to become a mom again and try to make up for lost time. For the rest of the newbies, they really don't offer a lot but to present their one trait, like Philip Trousers is the dumb secret agent that cares about his look and plots to take the Moo. Lucia is EB's love interest, and the Duke and Duchess of Ukes and Zooks are the leaders of their respective nations that are at war with each other.
Here we are.
Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect.
Ah, excellent. Now that's a tune-up. And here's a good jump. What? Oh! Oh! What are you doing? What? You're supposed to be hypnotized by my magic fingers. Doc, do I look weak-minded to you? Well, you do look like a washed-out plumber. Just who are you anyway? Trick. Patrick. And in the name of the Cyber Wonderland Kingdom and Seussland, I hereby place you under spy arrest. But you're just in time for your spot on opening night. What are you gonna do about it? Scare me with your wiggly fingers? Oh. You better get practicing, because tonight I'm going to perform the biggest piano concert the world has ever heard!
Regardless of what you think of any animated Dr. Seuss project, they do present some amazing visuals and creativities. And in the second serving, it did not hold back on the animation. The best elements in the animation are with the backgrounds and special effects. The second season takes the audience to new places like East Floribia is a desert marketplace, the Kila Key Trapezoid is a mysterious island that ages people backwards the more they go deep into the jungle, and Yuki and Zukia are the urban cities that are exactly the same except with different color schemes such as blue or orange. In addition, the show continues to use CGI effects, and they do translate well with the vehicles, the gadgets, and inventions. As it is a show that features spy references, the action scenes are fun to watch. They give out a James Bond Mission Impossible flair to them while using elements of that Dr. Seuss wonder that somehow works well. Another thing that stays true to the Dr. Seuss style is the character designs. They bring out a variety of magic creatures like some hybrid animals and give some of the other humanoid characters a simplistic look but with some different colors and sizes. And the cartoony animation is expressed in and presents some fun slapstick and action scenes.
I know it sounds crazy that this season somehow stays true to its own predecessor, even if they throw in a bunch of spy and war stuff, but the reason why they still work is because the animators and writers still kept it in the Dr. Seuss style, with all the crazy contractions and those automatic glove mechanics. Even though we didn't really ask for a Green Eggs and Ham sequel in terms of the books, but the second season of the cartoon series did deliver a satisfying note.
Green Eggs and Ham, the second serving, is a spiritual successor to one of the best recent Dr. Seuss projects. Although some new characters aren't that memorable, but there are still some, including some old ones that are likable. The animation is spectacular, the humor is funny, and the story is charming and stays true to the anti-war message from the Butter Battle book. If you enjoyed the first season of Green Eggs and Ham, some family spy films like Spy Kids, or you're a fan of the Butter Battle book and you want to know how it could have ended, then you will like this. I never thought I'd try something that's far different, even by the show standards, but in the end, I liked the second season probably a bit more than the first. I'm giving this meal a B+.
Okay, so how am I supposed to get out of here? Wait a minute. Still got it. And now, the greatest piano music ever made by me. 10 happy fingers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What? I can't believe I'm doing this. What? You again! No! What are you doing? That shouldn't sound like that! You! Stop him! You! Take him away, and when you come back, get your other men and destroy this piano! Hey! Don't ignore me! Apprehend him! No! You can't do that! I'm your master! You're supposed to obey me! Stop it! Stop! No! Now that news is music to my ears. Well, if you're gonna try something new and different, you might as well do it. I'm Matt Harpatrick. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get back to my turquoise pizza. Hey, who ate my lunch?
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, check out these other videos, or feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming reviews and other projects. I'll see you soon.